Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF bringing you episode 1 of yet another new December Let's Try. So guys, I may get a few strange looks for this one. I'm not sure yet. But we're going to try a game that this came out, let's see, maybe in 2015. It had a really rocky start in terms of user reviews. It rated in the negatives, and then they kind of made the Reborn edition, which was the enhanced edition, and that never really got it out of the negatives. And the weird thing was about this game that, okay, it was rated negative or whatnot, but I had tried it a couple times just to fire it up and see, how bad it was, and I never thought it was that bad. And upon playing a few minutes of it recently, I actually said, wait a minute, this is actually pretty good. And it's good in a way that reminds me a bit of like Morrowind. So this is going to be fascinating. I did not play it long, but I thought if I'm going to play this and check it out, I might as well do a let's try for it, and let's check it out together. So that's what we're doing. We are trying Legends of Dawn Reborn. So I don't know really what all to expect. The few positive reviews I read said that it's a huge world, there's lots to see and do, but it does take patience because the game is very slow, which I personally love, you guys know that, so it might be right up my alley here. So I'm going to hit play, and we're going to learn and explore this game together, guys. So let's go. Is it as bad as, the mostly negative or very negative reviews state on Steam? I even felt back then like, I don't know, it seemed to get an unfair shake. There's times when these games sort of get, their fate written in stone right from the beginning, like, depending on who leaves a review, it just happens to stick, and that's the perception that's going to be going forward for that game. I don't know. Oh, I hit escape and it kind of crashed out on me. Oh no, we're here. But, yeah, sometimes it's tough for these indie games, but, we're going to check it out. So I have everything set to high. I did make a few changes in here. I turned everything on high, all objects, device options, procedural geometry, very high, shadows options, turned everything to max, audio, sound on. I turned music on, which was off by default, I think. We can check some of the controls here, but we'll get into this as we play more. A lot of, basic controls, M for maps, I for inventory, C for character. There's a lot of cool factors in this game and features, it seems, so we're definitely going to get into this and explore it. Language is English. Autosave, 20 minutes. We could say 10 minutes. Max number of quick save games, 3. We'll say 5. And, alright, let's go. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and hit new game and check it out. So here we go. We have a character that I made, Elzarion Raz Nerevas. We're going to delete this character. Yeah, and start fresh. So we can play a custom mod or Legends of Dawn module. We'll go ahead and play Legends of Dawn and create a character. So choose race and gender. Each one gets a little bit different with the trading guilds, it seems. Like the human male, independent traders reputation plus 50, but North Trade Guild reputation plus 100, elven traders reputation minus 50. And it seems like the females and males are the same pretty much in both races, or in all the races. But then there's elves who get 1 intelligence minus 1 strength, and they get plus 100 with the elven trader's reputation. And the Danian get 1 dex minus 1 vitality. They start bad in all 3 of the trading guilds, it seems. So I'm going to be an elf male because I always like a good elf. As you see, this character's following the controller, the mouse around. That's pretty cool. So let's hit next, elf male. And we have some ability scores that have already been altered, by being an elf, minus 1 to strength, plus 1 intelligence. I'm not sure what these stats do. I haven't read the manual, but I'm going to treat it as basic D&D type stuff. So I think we want to be sort of a dexterous, charismatic magic user. So I'm going to maybe, turn up intelligence, charisma. We have 3 points left. Why not another point of charisma for 2 points, and then we'll go maybe be an archer type. No, let's get a point of strength, I guess, something different. Our health is 24 out of 24, and our faith, which seems to be magic use, 29 out of 29. So far so good. Let's hit next. We've got appearance, and the hairstyles are pretty interesting. They're going for a kind of unique lore look. You can check out these hairstyles, very different. So let's go ahead and get the right head on though. We can go next head. Next head. We can change the heads around. Get the head we want. Maybe that one is cool. And then we'll work on different hair. Oh, I kind of like that right there. Definitely different. Yeah, let's go ahead and go with that. And for hair color, but let's just look at some of the other hair so you can see, guys. Like, as you can see, they go for a really wild, kind of unique look, and it's pretty cool, actually. I think it's definitely different. Has different vibe to it. This is the elves, so the humans have more normal hairstyles, while this is just the elves. That's a very cool thing right there. Lots of cool hairstyles, I feel. Just a small thing that adds a cool touch. So I really don't know which one to go with. That's pretty cool. I don't want the helmet, the hair to be poking through the helmet, which is probably going to happen. Plenty of hairstyles to choose from. A little mohawk thing going on. A little bald. What do we have here? Some sort of mask on top or something. I don't know. Okay, so we're going back through. I'm actually going to go with this one here. It's less for the hair to cut through. And for hair, we can go different colors. I am colorblind, so bear with me, guys. We can go with brown. Well, no, an elf would have more white hair, so let's go with like white. And skin color. That's fine. Alright, so there's our dude. The music seems to be bugging out a little bit. And we'll maybe play on hard, generate name. The music should fix itself. So as you see, it creates like Danar Raz Talis, Kalen Raz Valan. I'm going to be the same one I made before. Elzarion Raz Naravas. Hopefully we'll play on hard for now. Hopefully the music fixes itself. Let's start the game. Booyah. You can buy items from various merchants. Your reputation with them will influence item price. Okay, it's going to go through a bunch of loading here. Hopefully this music sorts itself out. I apologize for that, guys. Just bear with it while the whole thing loads. It does take a second to load. I have it, of course, on an SSD. I don't have any hard drives in my laptop. It's all SSD. Some of them faster than others. This is going to load here. And I think we're stumbling into a bit of a hidden gem here, guys. Here we go. Father's letter.
My light, I'm sorry for leaving you the way I did, but I couldn't let you accompany me any further. You've come too far as it is, and I could never forgive myself if harm should befall you on my account. I understand youth and the eagerness to prove oneself, but someday, hopefully, you will thank me. By the time you received this letter, we would have reached Corden's Fall, a village in the far north on the shores of River Arno. The wild region was, until recently, a battlefield. The stage where we defeated the dwarven clans. There are some elven settlements in the district, so you can infer the complexity of the situation. Peace is fragile and very vital to our interests because of the mines that supply our kingdom with silver, gold, and other precious stones. I'm unfamiliar with the intricacies of local politics, but I know the ownership of the mines recently changed hands. The mine previously belonged to the Cordelis family, but is now owned by the North Trade Guild. You have met the noble Cordelises and know of their great influence in court, yet they simply relinquished their major asset. Your duty is to find out why. We are heading further north to evaluate the current state of the mines. The horses and equipment are under your care till our return. Familiarize yourself with the surroundings and the villagers. Remember, you are a soldier of the Royal Guards and must comport yourself with dignity, even though you only answer to me. I hope you found the money I left for you to buy food. Best of luck, my cherished one.
Sir Herkin Salavon, 34 DM 1574, Agura. So that's a letter from Father. We have some immediate tips here. Items can be hidden in many places, from chests, cargo boxes, barrels, to tree trunks. Carefully explore everything. We'll check out a few of these. Many doors are locked. Use keys to unlock them. Some keys are very rare and cannot be easily found. And we can check out our HUD here. And if we hover over some of these elements, it'll give us a description in the bottom right, which is very cool. We'll get into this, slowly. But we're in Corden's Fall, as Father said. High grass of 10 hides high grass often hides unexpected danger. Be careful. Many creatures have natural camouflage and blend in their surroundings. So let's spin the camera around here. As you can see, the graphics are pretty nice, I think. Let's talk to Rylan Anaud.
Greetings, Royal Guard. Did you sleep well? Your guardian, Sir Herkin Salavon, has left to investigate those strange things going on around the village, and he told me to welcome you.
We can answer here. What strange things?
Many unusual things. People have gone missing, wild creatures get more desperate and dangerous, mines have stopped production. Nothing good, I can tell you that.
So what can I do about it?
Go back to the ship. Don't worry, it won't sail away. Look for a wooden crate and take everything that's in it. Then, come talk to me again.
Sounds good. So we've got a little quest, I guess, to come back on board here and look.
I need some supplies. That ship looks promising. Gotta find a sword, food, and potions for health.
Fair enough. So we're using WASD to move around here. Pretty simple. Is that the crate right there? It appears to be. We have a scroll of crafting. This scroll describes techniques used to create a dagger. So this would have us create a dagger from crafting. It looks like it needs a copper bar and weaponsmithing of 3. So we'll grab that. We could hit take all, but I'm just going to go individually. We also have a king's letter in our inventory. We'll read that in a second. We have an apple. Right click to use. Well fed, health +1 per second for 5 seconds. An elven Miralas tea. Health +1 for 10 seconds. Little health regen. And elven Altanis tea. Health +1 for 20 seconds. So more powerful as it goes. Alright, very good. Is there anything else on this ship? It doesn't look like it. Yeah. I didn't get very far into this, but what I saw I liked, guys. So let's go talk to him again.
Very good.
He said very good for getting out of that crate all the goods.
You could buy me a beer now. It's a custom in these lands for a guest to treat the host.
Why not? Where can I get it?
The traders in the village sell it. You'll see that some traders belong to the North Trading Guild, and others are independent. Their prices may differ depending on what terms you're on with the guild. The inn is the best place for a good drink.
Alright, so we'll go to the inn and get him a drink. Now, before we do so, let's hit another tip here. Some creatures travel in packs. The strongest of them usually have special skills or attacks. It is wise to separate him from the rest of the pack and kill him first. That's like straight out of the Gothic series, which is very cool. World of Legends of Dawn is huge. Use maps to easily navigate through the game. The map will mark enemy creatures, locations of interest, NPCs, and much more. And some creature, okay. So let's look over here. We have our mini map. the time of day. It's a day-night cycle. The Dwarven Glossary is one of the most influential books ever written. Find the missing parts and recover an ancient artifact of a lost Dwarven civilization, Dawn. So, you know, we're going to get into all this, I'm sure, as time goes on. There's very interesting stuff here. As you can see, I mean, there's a lot going on in this game. I noticed here you can check your quest that your character has started or already completed. We have buy a beer, simple quest log. Skills determines a character's ability to perform vital actions such as attacking with a weapon, blocking blows with shields, etc. The character's current max skill levels are indicated by the numbers inside the bar indicator, while the progress to the next level of skill advancement is indicated by the little green arrow and number of points to distribute. So look at all these skills, guys, very Morrowind-esque. All these different weapon skills, creature lore skills, crafting skills. Look at all the crafting. Gathering, resistance skills, divine skills. So there's a lot going on. I noticed that immediately and was like, how can this be bad? You can find a comprehensive list with characteristics of all creatures in this book, a bestiary, which will fill out over time. Click on this button will open up the game options menu. Consult the manual for the comprehensive list of all game options in Legends of Dawn. This map shows a bird's eye view of your surroundings. Your character is represented with a green arrow. Clicking on the magnifying button will modify the map's zoom factor. Important locations are displayed with small icons. So as you can see, a pretty functional map actually. That's where we are, Corden's Fall Docks, Corden's Warehouse, and there's us actually. These docks are different down here. Alright, I don't want to add a bookmark. Cancel. Cancel. Alright, then we have general information about spells and magic. So it looks like there's a bunch of different spells. Protection, ward, missile. Enter the spell name. I guess there's spell crafting of some sort. Create spell, yeah. Interesting. We'll have to get into that more later. You can gain or lose reputation with many of the several different factions in Nar by completing certain quests. The more solved quests you have, the higher is your status in the eyes of your merchants, which results with lower prices. There's the North Trade Guild, the Independent Traders, Elven Traders. That's all we know for now. We're hated by the North Trade Guild and the Independent Traders, and neutral with the Elves. More factions may open up, of course. A promotion will give achievement points to your character. So as you can see, you can become different, you can gain different achievements. And they'll actually impact your character in game, which is awesome. Stuff like kill 200 foes using blades, maces, axes, and all sorts of achievements here. A bunch of them to go through. Very cool. Then we have inventory, shows your character's equipment. You'll see a picture of your character's body split up into a number of individual slots. These slots represent the locations where items can be equipped. So we have an armor slot for clothing and armor, a hand slot for a weapon or shield item in your hands, as long as you're strong enough to carry it, a necklace slot, a ring slot, or ring slots, there's multiple, boot slots, pants slot, glove slot, and helm slot. And we'll go ahead and click that. So here's our little inventory. These are actually bags, guys, that we can unlock by finding bags of various sizes to add to our inventory space. This is our gold, silver, copper, it looks like, broken down. We can carry 32 pounds or so. I love the 3-tier system, like Dragon Age or Drakensang. Then we have stuff equipped. The music is acting a little funny again. So we'll see what we have equipped. We have battle armor. Durability, there's durability in the game, plus 14 defense. We can craft this item if we wanted to. Again, gladiator mask, plus 4 defense. Gloves, level 6, plus 4 defense. A small shield, level 1, defense plus 5. Pants, defense plus 5. A scimitar, one-handed sword, slashing damage, level 6, damage 9. Slashing weapon bonuses to damage versus specific creatures. You can see what it does versus all the different types of creatures, and the weapon will cost 50% additional damage on critical hits. So this is good against arachnids and insects, but not so great against everything else, which includes animals, elementals, reptiles, ancient beasts, and undead. And then boots, level 6 plus 4 defense. Pretty cool. And then finally we'll go with the character sheet. You can see there's different stats here. We'll get to raise some of these or something. You know, the attributes maybe. I don't know. Shows our XP. Very cool. So let's get into it a little bit here, guys. The sun is setting on our first day. And we can go through port here. And because we have a standing as a royal guard, we can pretty much open whatever box we want. Now this is interesting. These either take this type of key to unlock or something, or runes, which we'll get into. So we can't actually unlock that yet. We don't have any runes or anything. Same with this one, or a key, a matching key. But that's the lock system in the game. It's pretty neat. Here we go. So we found a chipped sapphire worth 3 silver pieces, 99 copper. We found a scroll of crafting for a wooden shield. We'll grab that. And White Widow's fangs, 1 silver piece. That looks like maybe an animal part that we can trade with the trader. Scroll of Faith, +1 faith per second for 10 seconds. A chipped diamond, 6 silver, 89 copper, and Blessed Runestone. So these mystical runes can be used to create spells. That's what they're for. It gives the following characteristics to the spell. It can increase caster's movement speed or stun the target if the spell target is you, the caster, or a creature. Rune power of this rune guarantees the spell crafted will be at least level 7, so we can use that for that, or we can use the runes to open the locks on the like these type of locks, or the adjoining key. So we will, as I said, get into that more as we go. I don't know a ton about it yet, but let's continue.
So, this is the famous Corden's Fall, the small village with the big reputation. Everyone wants a chance at the wealth to be had from their mines. Huh. Money can't make this autumn gloom go away. I need to get out of here before the first snow.
So, as you can see, that's a little bit of voice acting. Very good. Now you can tell me already if you think this is a bad game. Here we have another Blessed Runestone that does armor versus insects or damage versus insects. Mystic Runestone, armor versus dead or damage versus undead. The music's very beautiful, if only, you know, it doesn't glitch out. And we can pretty much go around right now and just take it what we want. Rotten flesh. I mean, I guess. This is like a warehouse brown dye. We can dye things. And a claymore. Slashing claymore that does 8 damage, level 1. We'll go ahead and grab that. Continue on. Listen to this music. Roasted pig meat, +1 health for 9 seconds. Brandy, -1 intelligence for 30 seconds. Drunk. So there's alcohol in the game. Chipped citrine, 5 silver pieces. A runestone that does caster's defense or target creature's defense to lower it. Elder balm, a sort of flower, and Cariara tree, a type of wood for crafting. Let's go and talk to these homies here. We've got... The names are a little hard to read, but let's click them.
Greetings, fellow sailor.
Okay. Hi, you seem to be possessed by spirits of cheap wine.
Hey, can you get us a drink? Wally Wally.
I'm a complete stranger to you and you're already demanding favors?
Hang on there, sailor. Whoops, I mean soldier. We aren't allowed to set foot in the inn, see? This guy Barlin. Ooh boy, can't see us. Long story, but anyhow, just sneak in and snatch us a couple of beers, or pay, whatever. We got gold and stuff.
Okay, that would be Barlin Kavarlin, right? Well, okay, wait here. So we have another quest to get some beer for Gorn. You know, there were complaints about the early quests being very simple ones like this. Chipped topaz worth a nice bundle. Another ancient runestone with defense. Another elder bomb. Stack those. Another runestone. Poison resist and poison damage. And Kariara tree. But there was complaints about the quest being a little too simple early on, but I kind of like that. You know, just easing our way into a huge world. We'll probably try to mess with those runestones soon, but let's keep looking. You know, it would use the runestones up, presumably, to open them. But, some barrels, another, box. There's a scroll of faith. Faith plus 10 or plus 1 per 10 seconds. Let's go ahead and read the oh, there's someone here. Hi. Okay, nothing to talk to. That's Miro. Definitely has a bit of a gothic feel as well. Piranha Bytes gothic. Spell duration and range of area or spell. Chipped pearl worth 7 silvers. And scroll of crafting for pants. Go ahead and grab that, I guess. Another locked one. And here we have a chipped sapphire. Can't stack them. And a pair of shoes. And what does this say? Not usable by male characters. So those are female shoes. There is a distinction with some of the gear. Alright, so is there a quick save button? F5? I don't know if there is. It says game saved. Let's come up here and explore more. Stuff could be in tree trunks. So what do we have here? This is where Gorn and them were hanging out. Let's come across this way. Maybe talk to this person right here. It's a merchant. Okay, so early on, we can buy a bunch of different stuff. As you can see, they have all types of different stuff. Different dyes and salts for cooking, presumably. Well, we'll get back to that. And here's he had a name for a second. Hi. Srolly. We can come into Srolly's warehouse here and grab a runestone. Oh, this rune is used to unlock locked objects, chests, and crates, so it's those runestones, my bad. White Widow Fangs, another, a great sword. And a Kariara tree. So we'll definitely get into the crafting and stuff and all that good stuff. Let's stop at the warehouse and see if there's anything we can pick up here. Chipped kunzite. A pitiable armor. It does give craft +1 though. It's actually a little bit better. It cannot be used by female characters. We can actually put this on and get +1 craft. And the same amount of defense. And armor +1, so it's actually better. It's a better armor. And it changes how our dude looks, which is cool. Copper ore for crafting. And there's a key, so you're going to find keys like this that the corresponding keys will match to certain locked things that you can open. They're sort of generic-like. Scroll of crafting a spear. A runestone that gives caster's dexterity buff or targets the creature's dexterity, and here's a bow recipe. And you can hear this music, guys. It's legit. I feel like a lot of love went into this game, but it wasn't really reciprocated. Scroll of making a pitiable two-handed hammer. Which I don't know what I want to build or anything yet with my character. There's another gold key this time. So this inventory is filled up, 42 out of 42. So actually, we have a full inventory already. Small shield, boots, another runestone. Let's put them there for the female shoes. Another scroll. A small shield, which is actually not worth that much. I kind of got really lucky the first time when I tried this game by finding a backpack enhancement right away. I don't think we want to... Well... Brandy's not... Let's get rid of the rotten flesh. Grab that, and we have a chipped Morganite. Let's get rid of the... crafting for pants, I guess, for now. Let's just head to the merchant right here and get a... Here we have a gray dye and fine grained salt. We'll head to the merchant and sell some stuff. Mystic rune stone, armor versus animals, damage versus animals, pitiable armor. It's only worth 1 silver piece. This is worth, Claymore's worth 4. And of course the rune stone, but Anora root, crafting, Kari archery, chipped barrel. We'll get rid of the crafting for spear, I guess. And another apple. You can stack them up to 10, it looks like. So we're just having some fun opening some chests here early on. Scroll of crafting, pitiable two-handed hammer, the bow. I don't know, I might want to make the bow. Might want to drop the brown dye. There's a bow right there. Let's take it. Let's grab it. We might want to do a bow build. Battle axe, which is worth 1 silver. Copper ore we can stack. Scroll of faith, we can stack these actually. And a rune stone. We'd have to give up the battle armor for now, but anyway, let's come. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself a bit here. Crafting a pitiable spear, another scroll of faith, a Danian runestone. Do they stack? No. Pair of boots, mail boots, Danian runestone, copper ore. Alright, let's hit the merchant. And let's sell some of this stuff. Chipped sapphire. White widow's fangs. Sell all. Scroll. Chipped diamond. Get 41 copper pieces for. 2 elder balm. Chipped citrine we can sell. All the gems it looks like we can sell safely. Wow, that's worth a good amount. The scroll of crafting for the pitiable two-handed hammer. Alright, so from here we open up a few more slots. Do they have a bag of some sort we could buy? We're doing a lot of trading and stuff, presumably. Alright, so from here, that was merchant. Let's, might as well come back here. But this can't be the worst thing in the world, right? Like, there's no way.
Greedy buggers of the North Trade Guild. While we bleed, they profit from the war and now have an empire within the empire. Nevertheless, doing them some favors could result in good deals.
So we've got merchants here. This one has a lot of different dyes. Same idea, same goods, basically. And this one has a merchant's bag. Permanently give you 4 inventory slots. Look at all these bags he has. We only have 3 silvers though. Leather bag has 3 slots. These are all small bags. Saddle bag, 3 slots. Danian satchel, dwarven bag. So we could start off with like a A merchant's bag for 95 coppers will give us 4 more slots. Oh, we can buy multiple of these, I guess. Let's try buying another one. And then coming here and opening up the inventory. And we have 2 of them. Right click. Boom. Yep. All 14 slots, not 4. No, 4 slots. Okay. So 18 total slots, it looks like. We can click here. It shows us this bag, which is very nice. We can sort items, which is cool. So now we've got a little bit more inventory space. What is this here? North Trade Guild, runestone type thing. On the surface, the North Trade Guild is a fairly young company, when in fact it is the offspring of the Royal Trade Guild. The RTG is the richest and the most powerful organization in human territory. The guild controls most of the human kingdoms through the sheer power of gold. If a royal family wants to stay in power, they must be on the good side of the guild. Otherwise, a quaint little uprising is bound to happen. The guild is accused of a lot of criminal activities, but never officially. Little wonder why the guild is disliked by many. Despite the people's antipathy, it stays in power. It is too hard to fight an organization that basically controls all the human kingdoms. The NTG was created by the guild to serve as a front for their expansion to the north, which began right after rich ore deposits were discovered there. The guild is quite meticulous about their business and take all the time and whatever else is needed to realize their plans. It took the North Trade Guild almost a decade and a half to force the Cordelis family to relinquish their ownership and assert them as the owner of the northern regions. Their representative in Cordon's Falls is Marilyn Kavarlin, who, despite his love of the pleasures of life, the NTG thinks is the perfect man for the job. Contrary to popular belief, Kavarlin's position is of great importance, and his vice is just the thing that the NTG wants if the need to discredit him ever arises. Well, here we have someone walking. Can't seem to talk to them. Roland Lamis. Let's come into the North Trade Guild. So you can go in buildings. Here we have access to everything as well, if there would be anything. And there's Barrowland and Saraville. Oh, bunch of keys here. Emerald key, silver key, rusty key, brass key, bronze key. We'll grab them all. Bunch of keys being kept in the trunk. Very nice find. Let's see what else they have. Kariara tree. Copper ore, nice. You know, we do have the right to do this. Procuring help for the, here's a quarterstaff for the Royal Guards. And it says blinking, this item seems to have magical properties, but it's not identified. Use oracle stones to identify it. So let's grab this. It's worth 21 silver. Plus it's magical in some way. And chipped pearl. Very nice. We should go check some of the key bindings, because we can essentially find if there's a quick save button and that sort of thing. Looks like nothing really usable in here. Oh, I spoke too soon. A disease resist and disease damage runestone. A regular runestone for unlocking things, and Widow's Fangs. And in the bookshelf we have Blessed Runestone. Put it in the new bag, and Scroll of Crafting for a pitiable bow worth 26 silver. That's got to be a decent bow. And then another runestone. Alright, so let's sort all bags, I guess. Very good. Game saved. I guess it's the auto save every 10 minutes. Even the drawer's open so you can see you've been in it. That's pretty cool. Let's talk to Serville. What are you looking at? And let's go ahead and look at the controls. So X is draw weapon, tab is target nearest creature. Good to know. Zoom in with the mouse wheel. Characters C, inventory I, achievements is J, maps is M, K for skills, P for spells, R for reputation, escape for options, L for legendary items, Q for quest log, B for bestiary. Activate the toolbar. We can use toolbar items with the number keys and the F keys. Take screenshot F12. Oh, quick save. Okay. Brings this up, which is pretty cool. Let's make F5. And it deletes the active toolbar set, so good to know. Boom. So we now have a quick save. No, not back to main menu. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Oh wait, no, that's not the right one. Test, no, stop. I loaded test. That was when I was testing it. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. Let's load the autosave. There we are. Okay, we're right back here. Okay, the drawers didn't stay open, but we did grab them. Good to know, but we do have a quick save key. F5, game saved. Nifty. Talk to Servo. Oh, hello stranger, welcome to Cordon's Fall. How may I be of service? Now, let's talk to, Berlin.
Nothing trivial, I hope.
I wanted to tell you about Gorn and Cell.
Ah, those sailor scumbags. What about them? Where are they?
They're at the docks, stoned. They would like to drink more, but are afraid to enter the inn because of you. What is that all about?
Drunk? Of course. They're afraid to meet me because they drove the ship aground. Total idiots. Even if they pay me their full salary till they die, they can't recoup the damage. On top of all that, they can't even follow simple orders.
So where is the ship? What did it carry?
Questions. You ask too much. Go into the inn and buy some ale from those barrels if you want to waste money on drunkards. By the way, I appreciate your coming to tell me this. Whenever you hear something that might concern me, tell me right away. Deal?
We'll see. Alright, got another little quest there. Gain some XP. Alright, so all signs point to the inn pretty much to get some beer for everybody. Let's come back down this way. This is the way we came in. Okay. We could try unlocking some of these locked ones. Let's see. That takes that sort of key. Is that a bronze key? It kind of looks like it. Or maybe a brass key. Or maybe we don't have the right key. And runestones. Let's try the brass key. No. Guess we don't have the right key for it. And here it takes another one of those type of keys, which we simply don't have. There were other locked ones, but we'll find them as we go. There's that type of key, which we don't have. I mean, there's many different types of keys, basically. Alright. Cool, though. There's that key. Although, we have the key for that emerald key. Boom, and it opens it up. So now we got a chipped barrel. That is awesome. Crafting for pitiable battle spear. That's pretty good. A blessed runestone. A red dye and dawn leaf. And a cap. I mean, I guess we can sell it. And the red dye isn't worth much at all, but pretty cool. So that's how you unlock things that are locked like that. Or you use the runestones, the generic runestones. Guys, I keep losing my light on my smoke. See how long we've been playing, but I mean, does this seem like the worst game ever, guys? If you're into like slow-paced RPGs and, you know, kind of this type of thing, it seems pretty decent so far to me. Definitely seems like there's something to chew on here, but that's just me, and we'll, you know, we'll see what you guys think. Let me know, and we'll continue playing and keep exploring, because I think there's quite a bit here to find, if my instincts are correct. So, hope to see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. Be well, live well, stay well, guys. Much love, peace, and joy to all of you. And don't go anywhere, because, yeah, more to come. We're going to get to the bottom of this. See you guys then. Bye-bye for now.